All right, let's check our work. So on this first problem, I've already written the numbers. Start with your largest place value. 3, can't tell which one's bigger yet. Can we now? Nope. So let's keep going. Still the same number. Keep working my way down. Oh, there's a change. So if I have 2 hundredths and I have 3 hundredths, which one would be larger? The one with the 3 hundredths. So that was this one here. I see that 3 hundredths there compared to the 2 hundredths. So my symbol is going to eat that larger number. You can draw in little teeth to remind yourself that it is eating the larger one. So why is this bottom number bigger? It is because 3 hundredths is greater than 2 hundredths. You might explain your thinking in any number of ways. All right, let's do the second one. So I have 0.8 and I have 0.706. That one's tough. This one definitely is more. So let me check. So far, they're the same. Oh, now they're not. Which one's larger, 8/10 or 7/10? 8/10 would be larger. So my symbol is going to go towards the 8/10. It's going to eat the 8/10. That's so odd because 706 thousandths has more numbers in it. How is that possible to be bigger than 8? Remember, we have to compare like apples to apples. So right now, the 8 is only going to the 10th place. Let's add in zeros. So they have the same number of digits. Now let's look, which one's larger? 800 thousandths or 706 thousandths? 800 would be larger. Okay, for 2A, just because they didn't give you a place value chart doesn't mean you can't use one. Notice they even said use a place value chart to help if necessary. So that first question, 16 and 3/10 comparing to 16 and 4/10. So far they're the same. Oh, there we go. There's a change. So what's larger, 3/10 or 4/10? 4/10 is larger. All right, on D, let's solve that one now. It is 95 decimal 580 and 95 decimal 58. All right. So far they're the same. Uh-oh. I have a 0 and then I have no number here. Can we tell which one's larger? Well, I know if there's no number there, I can always add in a 0 placeholder. Now can I tell which one's larger? Nope. They're the exact same number, 95 decimal 580. 95 decimal 580. They were trying to trick us. This one is equal to one another. D is equal. All right, one last one. On this one, we have 9 decimal 1 and 9 decimal 099. Let's take a look. They're the same. They're not the same. What's larger, having 1/10 or 0/10? 1/10 is larger. Again, it's so odd because 1 is definitely smaller than 99. Let's add some zeros here. Oh, this would be 100 thousandths, comparing that to 99 thousandths. It's only 1 thousandths away from each other. So in this case, our compare sign needs to eat the 9 decimal 1. 9 and 1/10 is larger. All right. So you may have noticed that not all of these numbers have only decimals. Some of them are comparing fractions to decimals. So here's what you're going to do. Let's solve B together. So on B, I'm starting with 0.8, 3. And now I'm comparing it to 83 hundredths. I'm going to have to use what I know about how to write decimals. So this was, I think it would be last Friday that you worked on this. So this fraction, 83 hundredths. Here's what I see. There's no big number ahead of it. So there's going to be nothing in the holes. Now 83 hundredths. So I know I'm going to have to write 83. And I need it to be in the hundredths place. Do you see that anywhere on our place value chart? I see it here. There we go. So my 83 needs to end in the hundredths place. So if I do this, is it ending in the hundredths? Nope, that's ending in the thousandths. My 3 is in the thousandths place. So that can't be right. How does my 83 hundredths? How would that be written? Oh, 83, and it ends in the hundredths. Golly gee, that's the exact same thing. They were trying to trick us again. So B is equal to 83 hundredths and 83 hundredths. Same thing, just written different ways. So I want you to do C in a moment, but let's look at F and G. This time, they were written with words, 83 tenths and 58 hundredths. So let's do F together. Erase my board here. So F, I have 8.3 is my first number. There we go. And then the second number is 83 tenths. You don't see an and in there. So they're not telling me specifically if anything's over here. 83 tenths. I know again I'm going to have to write down 83. And where does it have to end? The tenths place. I see tenths written right here. So let's write. Let me take a guess. I'm going to put my 83 here. Is that showing 83 tenths? It's definitely 83, but this time where is it ending? Hundredths. This shows 83 hundredths. So that can't be right. 83 tenths. So it has to end here. Oh, what if my 83 has to border that decimal? 83, that's 83. Now it's ending in the tenths place, 83 tenths. Wait a second, that's the same as before. They are trying to trick us, guys. So 8.3 or 8 and 3 tenths is the same thing as 83 tenths. That's just another way to say it. If I had like a 1 here, I could also call this 183 tenths. Another name for it would be 18 and 3 tenths. All the same thing, just different ways to say that number. All right, I would like you to stop and I want you to solve now C and G. Should make like a different symbol. Let's use it there. Solve C and G. And then when you're ready to check your work, you can go to the next video. Good job, everybody.